Hi guys, welcome to Weekend Dev Challenge by CodeChef. In this, every week we'll be giving you development challenges to give you hands-on experience on coding to improve your skills in coding. So this is Weekend Dev Challenge 55 and let's get started with the project number 1. So the project says ClearResponse API. So what we're basically trying to build is basically a backend for the ClearResponse, which basically acts like a uses custom middleware to catch handled exceptions and transform them to secure standardized JSON responses. So if there is some expected kind of error, and then we need something to catch that error as well. So what we want to build is basically it will do that. It will catch the unexpected response, and then it will convert that into proper JSON and then give the response. So the first thing is ticketcontroller.cs. So in this we have two methods, HTTP post and HTTP get. So basically in this post we are creating an action result and the method create ticket, which returns an OK, which is basically HTTP toolnet status, and then with the message saying ticket created successfully. Now one more method is HTTP get, which is for a crash. So now if there is any crash, then we trigger crash a method is called, and then we throw the new exception saying simulated database timeout. So this is the two methods from ticket controller, and then we'll go with the global exception middleware. So here we have a class middleware, which is global exception middleware, and then we have a private read-only next there, and after that we have a method which is global function middleware, and then it takes the input which is parameter as the next, and then it translates the next. Now after that we have the async task or the function method which is invoke async. So once we call the invoke async, so once there is async in the function, then we need await in the function as well. So we try for await for the next context. If we don't get it, then we catch the exception saying, and then we call the await a handle exception and async, and then the whatever the context and then the exception is there, that one. After that we have the next method which is handle exception async. In that it takes two parameters. One is the context, one is the exception. So one basically content type is application. So content type is basically given out as JSON, and then status code is basically finite internal server error. After that we create a variable for response for the server error or for the error response. Here we have three types, three subfields: status code, error, and the message. So message is basically an unexpected error occurred. So our team has been notified, and after that error will be internal server error. Status code is basically whatever the status code finite is there, that. Now after that, basically the response is in C#, so you have to convert it into JSON. So that is what we are doing in this one. So then comes the program.cs. So this is basically like the first action, first entry point. So first we are building, we are creating the builder. After that we are adding the controllers, and then we are actually building the program. After that we are using the middleware, which is global exception middleware, then the map controllers, and then running on the port. So yeah, let me run the program. So yeah, now it works. So you can see once I click on this API tickets, then it says status 200, which is ticket created successfully. Now if I click on this crash, if something crashes, then it says status code 500, server error, and then all this stuff. So yeah, let me submit the program. So the test cases are fast, and that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.